Scientists found that this one-night habit doubles dementia risk. Something happens to millions of people every single night. They go to bed, they wake up, they go about their day, and they have no idea that what they did in those nighttime hours may be quietly harming the very organ that makes them who they are, their brain. Scientists have now found compelling evidence that one common nighttime habit, something a large percentage of adults over 60 do regularly, may more than double the risk of developing dementia. And the troubling part is that most people who do it don't even realize it's happening. So before you go to bed tonight, stay with me, because what you learn in the next few minutes could genuinely matter for the years ahead. Let's start with something that might surprise you. Your brain doesn't truly rest when you sleep. In fact, it gets to work. Every night, while your body is still and your eyes are closed, your brain runs what scientists describe as its own internal cleaning system. It's called the glymphatic system, and think of it like a midnight janitor crew that moves through your brain, flushing out toxic waste products that built up throughout the day. One of the main things this system removes is a protein called amyloid beta. You may have heard of it. Amyloid beta is one of the key substances found in the brains of people with Alzheimer's disease. It builds up in clumps, it disrupts how brain cells communicate, and over time, it damages the tissue that stores your memories and controls your thinking. Here's what matters. Your brain can only properly clear this waste during deep, uninterrupted sleep. If your sleep is poor, fragmented, too short, or repeatedly disturbed, the glymphatic system cannot do its job properly. The toxic waste doesn't get cleared, it lingers, it accumulates, and over years, that accumulation may contribute directly to cognitive decline. So what is the nighttime habit scientists are specifically warning about? Interrupted sleep. And more precisely, waking up frequently throughout the night, often without even fully realizing it. This is not the same as occasionally having a rough night. This is a pattern, and it's far more common in adults over 60 than most people understand. A major study involving thousands of older adults found that those who experienced consistently fragmented sleep, meaning their sleep was interrupted multiple times each night, had significantly higher levels of amyloid buildup in the brain compared to those who slept through more peacefully. And when researchers looked at long-term outcomes, the data was sobering. Those with the most disrupted sleep patterns had more than double the risk of developing dementia over time. Double the risk from something that happens while you're asleep. Now you might be thinking, I wake up sometimes, but doesn't everyone? And yes, waking briefly once or twice is normal and usually harmless. The concern is a pattern of repeated nighttime waking, difficulty returning to sleep, or consistently spending hours in bed without reaching the deep, restorative sleep stages your brain needs. This is where it's worth pausing and asking yourself honestly, how well are you really sleeping? Many older adults accept poor sleep as just part of getting older. And while it's true that sleep patterns naturally change with age, that doesn't mean chronic disrupted sleep is something you simply have to live with. It's something that deserves attention, conversation with your doctor, and action. Before we get into what you can do about this, and there is plenty you can do, I want to share one more piece of important science that really helps this all make sense. Researchers discovered that the glymphatic system does most of its cleaning work during a specific sleep stage called slow-wave sleep, sometimes called deep sleep. This is the stage where your body is fully relaxed, your breathing slows, and your brain waves drop to their lowest frequency. It's restorative, it's essential, and it's the stage most likely to be robbed from you when your sleep is fragmented. Here's the thing about deep sleep. It tends to occur in longer stretches during uninterrupted sleep. Every time you wake up and restart your sleep cycle, you're interrupting that process. Your brain never fully gets to settle into the deep cleansing work it needs to do. So, what causes this kind of sleep disruption in adults over 60? There are several common culprits, and some of them you may recognize immediately. One of the biggest is the need to use the bathroom during the night, what's medically called nocturia. Waking up once may not be serious, but waking 2, 3, or 4 times significantly disrupts your sleep architecture. If this is happening to you frequently, it's worth mentioning to your doctor because in many cases there are underlying causes that can be addressed. Another major disruptor is sleep apnea. This is a condition where breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep, often without the person knowing. It's extremely common in older adults, and it's badly underdiagnosed. People with sleep apnea rarely feel rested, they may snore heavily, and they often experience dozens or even hundreds of micro-awakenings each night. Many don't know it's happening, and the link between sleep apnea and dementia risk is now considered by researchers to be very significant. If anyone has ever told you that you snore loudly, or if you consistently wake up feeling unrefreshed no matter how long you were in bed, please speak with your doctor about being evaluated for sleep apnea. It's treatable, and treating it can make an enormous difference, not just for your sleep, but potentially for your long-term brain health. Pain is another underappreciated disruptor. Joint discomfort, back pain, or restless legs can pull people out of deep sleep repeatedly through the night. Many older adults adapt to this so gradually that they don't even connect the pain to their sleep quality, and then there is anxiety and mental restlessness, the mind that races at night, the worries that surface in the quiet, the 3 a.m. wakefulness that many older adults know all too well. Stress hormones like cortisol can actively interfere with deep sleep, and when stress becomes chronic, the damage to sleep quality accumulates over time. Now here's the empowering part, because there are real practical steps you can take that have been shown to improve sleep quality and support deeper, more restorative rest. None of these are complicated, none of them require a prescription, and every one of them is within reach. First, protect your sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, including weekends, helps regulate your body's internal clock. This consistency makes it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. It sounds simple, but it's one of the most effective tools available. Second, reduce light exposure in the evening. Your brain uses light as a signal to stay awake. The blue light from screens, televisions, phones, tablets mimics daylight and suppresses melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall and stay asleep. Dimming your environment an hour or two before bed can meaningfully improve your sleep depth. Third, watch your fluid intake in the later hours of the day. If nighttime bathroom trips are waking you, try shifting most of your fluid intake to the morning and afternoon, and gently reducing it in the hours before bed. Fourth, keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Your body temperature naturally drops as you enter deep sleep, and a room that's too warm can prevent this from happening effectively. Many people find that a cooler bedroom, somewhere between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit, dramatically improves their sleep quality. Fifth, avoid alcohol in the evening. Many people believe alcohol helps them sleep, and while it may help you fall asleep faster, it actually fragments your sleep in the second half of the night. It suppresses deep sleep stages and tends to cause waking in the early morning hours. This is one of the most common and least recognized reasons for poor sleep quality in older adults. And sixth, consider speaking with your doctor if your sleep problems are ongoing. There are evidence-based behavioral approaches, like cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, that have been shown to be highly effective, often more effective than medication, for improving sleep in older adults. Your doctor can also check for underlying conditions like sleep apnea, hormone changes, or pain management issues that may be quietly stealing your rest. Here's what I want you to take away from this today. Sleep is not passive. It is not wasted time. Every night, your brain has the chance to clean itself, repair itself, and protect itself against the kind of damage that leads to memory loss and dementia. When that process is interrupted, night after night, year after year, the consequences are real. The good news is that this is something you can pay attention to. You can take steps, you can talk to your doctor, and you can genuinely protect your brain health in ways that matter. So I want to ask you something. How has your sleep been lately? Are you waking up frequently during the night, or do you feel genuinely rested in the morning? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please share it with someone you care about, because this is the kind of information that could truly make a difference in someone's life. Take care of your sleep. Your brain is counting on it